Welcome to Tuesday afternoon, my friends. I'm meteorologist Andrew Humphrey. We have gray skies overhead, a few spots of rain, but any more as we go into this evening or tonight? I'm tracking those showers for you, and I've got your week's forecast first at 4.
Also first at 4, breaking news from Detroit's police department. They're talking about fighting corruption in Operation Clean Sweep. But first, the drug company Pfizer making a new request when it comes to COVID vaccines for adults. First at 4 starts now.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew, and that breaking news involves the drug company Pfizer asking federal regulators to allow COVID-19 booster shots for anyone 18 or older. Right now, older Americans and other groups who might be especially vulnerable to the virus have access to a third dose. The company is now submitting early results of a booster study in 10,000 adults to make the case it is time to expand the booster shot campaign. Pfizer says the new study shows a booster restores protection against symptomatic infections to nearly 96%. New at 5, Dr. Frank McGeorge will be here to talk about this request for emergency authorization and what it means in the fight against the virus. Meantime, today, a group of Michigan businesses spoke out against the Biden administration's vaccine mandate for private businesses with more than 100 employees. The coalition was formed shortly after the mandate was announced. Wendy Block says more.
The ETS comes with 2 compliance deadlines, December 5 and January 4, dates that are just around the corner and are going to be difficult for many employers during an already busy holiday season and amidst a severe supply chain crisis.
The group says they will be submitting their complaints to OSHA. This weekend, a federal appeals court put a stop to the requirements pending a review. The Biden administration has asked the court to lift the pause, saying it could cost hundreds of lives a day. We've been showing you how the COVID vaccine is available for children ages 5 to 11. Some parents are excited, others very concerned. Tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning, Dr. Frank McGeorge will be answering your questions about the children's vaccine. So you can submit your question on the homepage at clickondetroit.com. The doctor will answer as many as possible when you join us tomorrow morning at 6:30. More breaking news first at 4. Detroit's police chief has just announced the results of a 2-year task force initiated to root out some of those problems in the narcotics unit. It's called Operation Clean Sweep and involves help from the FBI, state police, and state attorney general's office. Detroit police say 12 police officers have resigned or retired as a result of this investigation. The probe found cases of overtime fraud, forgery, and perjury. Officers are accused of stealing money from crime scenes, lying on search warrant affidavits, and also committing time fraud. DPD has submitted warrants for 8 officers, and the department has implemented reforms, including requiring officers to show themselves on body cameras when working overtime.
So it's our hopes that with these reforms, as well as a robust auditing process, we can bring this investigation to a conclusion and not have a repeat of what we have seen, which causes the investigation to be initiated.
Right now, Chief White is also announcing a revamp to the city's towing policies. 3 different police officers have been charged in that corruption probe. We'll have a complete breakdown of the changes ahead when you join us tonight at 5. Family and friends very upset this afternoon about what happened at a foster home over in Livingston County. The Sheriff's Department is investigating the death of 80-year-old woman who went missing from that home. Relatives were gearing up to search for Althea Green this morning when her body was found. We're told Green suffered from dementia. Deputies say she likely walked away from the home on Green Road in Osceola Township yesterday. We're keeping a close eye on this investigation and let you know what they find. Okay, did you notice a problem with your Comcast service today? If so, you were not alone. Some frustration there. Xfinity customers across the country were experiencing intermittent outages this morning, affecting cable, phone, and internet. Now, we are told the issue was being fixed at noon. A spokesperson in Michigan says it has now been resolved. She says there was some kind of network issue and the company is currently searching for the root cause. She adds Comcast does apologize to those who were affected. Let's move to the first forecast. Still feels pretty comfortable outside, but Andrew, driving in today, that bright blue sky from yesterday is gone. Now it's kind of gray and dreary.
We all miss those blue skies, but we'll get some sunshine coming back tomorrow. That being said, we still have those gray skies out there, releasing only a few raindrops, as you can see here on Storm Tracker 4. Not that much right here in Detroit. We'll look at temperatures right now. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s. So despite the overcast skies, we're still looking at temperatures that are at least slightly above average. 55 over at Metro Airport under cloudy skies, a wind out of the northeast at around 6 miles per hour. Middle 50s in your neighborhood too. We were close to 60 degrees a couple of hours ago, but it's now 53 for our friends in Lapeer, 51 in Sandusky, while it's a little milder at City Airport with 56, 55 in Monroe. So we'll keep the clouds in place. More clearing mainly after midnight, with temperatures that fall into the 40s. So between now and about 10 p.m., we'll see some scattered sprinkles and light rain for any plans that you may have. More on tonight and the rest of the week coming up.
Prosecutors have rested their case against Kyle Rittenhouse over in Kenosha, Wisconsin. He's the teenager accused of shooting 3 people during a protest connected to the police shooting of a black man in 2020. 2 men died, a third was injured. The prosecution called witnesses for 5.5 days of testimony. Now it is the defense's turn, and Rittenhouse may take the stand later this week. He claims the shootings were in self-defense. Pressure could be growing on organizers of the tragic Astroworld Music Festival in Houston. The Associated Press says a 56-page event operations plan had protocols for several possible disasters, but did not include information on what to do in the event of a crowd surge. Police believe that's what happened Friday night when 8 people died and a few hundred people were injured. Houston police and fire investigators are reviewing a lot of surveillance video from concert promotion Live Nation, as well as clips shared by concert goers on social media. Investigators also continue to interview witnesses and will examine the design of safety barriers and the use of crowd control at that event. During the COVID crisis, we've been keeping a close eye on the challenges facing Michigan schools, especially here in Metro Detroit. Well, today, the State Board of Education received new data showing where things stand right now. Paula Tutman tracking that meeting online and joins us with a snapshot of what educators are seeing. It's always interesting to see the latest developments on this, Paula.
Yeah, Karen, that's a great point. And listen, here's the thing. You can be in absolutely any community and know that those challenges in educating children in your communities are not unique to just you. But that's what's so interesting about this particular meeting. It was their regular meeting, but it was the information that actually came out of that meeting that gave us a look at what it's like right now and some of the really big challenges that schools and districts are facing. A strange juxtaposition in schools as they have more funding than ever before with state and federal dollars, but because of the pandemic, it has never been more difficult to educate students, according to the superintendent of the Novi School District, Dr. Steve Matthews.
We have some staffing challenges, finding bus drivers, for example, to run all our routes. That's been a challenge, finding teachers.
And it is that state of play with the virus that creates the challenge for teaching and learning. Not only are students having to relearn how to learn.
We have students coming back to school after 18 months who haven't been in school for 18 months, haven't been around other kids for 18 months.
Today, at the regular meeting of the MDE, or Michigan Department of Education, the state of play, a snapshot into what's going on with educating students based on data. The state's chief medical executive for the Department of Health and Human Services gave a new factoid.
In terms of outbreaks, K through 12 schools are the biggest source of outbreaks across the state.
Big on the list, a teacher shortage, which was always on the horizon, but is now acute.
We are reaching out to people who were certificated. Do you have an interest in participating in this marketplace? And we are reaching out to districts and saying, do you have an interest in having conversation with people who used to be certificated? And
with that shortage, the Bushes are being beaten to find teachers and coax them back into the classroom.
In October, last month, we sent 35,454 or so letters to educators with valid certificates who are currently not teaching in a public school. What we're doing is we're saying we will provide regulatory relief. We will provide you with your certificate with fewer or no professional development hours required for that recertification.
Yeah, and so obviously they're looking at ways to combat this teachers shortage. But what's so interesting, Karen, is on one hand, while they were talking about the teachers shortage, there was one comment made by one of those state board members that really caught the ire of the president of Michigan's largest teachers union, who says what he said doesn't help the shortage at all. We'll have that story coming up at 6.
All right, we look forward to it. Thank you, Paula. Still ahead here first at 4. A legendary American business is breaking up and another retailer is boosting its minimum wage. Got some business news for you coming up next. And we're getting our first look at this video from inside a church, why the pastor felt he had to tackle that guy. Talk about a very scary situation. And later, a new data breach affecting millions, the information that was exposed, and why the company involved